think you all went to the internship and getting tired. I really appreciate your participation for this session during this kind of rainy day. I really appreciate. And so let's begin our session.
Recording in progress.
So welcome all and good evening to all. You are welcome to the LKS 33 Earning Per Share session. So today we are going to discuss about the aspect of the LKS 33. Mainly we are going to discuss about what is the earning per share, how we calculate, how we disclose in our financial statement as per the standard. So earning per share, what you know about the earning per share? Are you hear this name before the session? I think you hear most of you met this earning per share in your ratio calculation, as I remember. In the ratio calculations, earning per share is the key ratio that you calculate. I think you remember that. So, before moving to the main content, all need to know about the earnings. What is the earning? And how we derive the earnings. We receive the earnings from where? You all are know about that. The earnings is the result of the investments. The most of investors are investing in some companies, some trusts, some businesses, likewise. In many kind of thing, investors going to invest. For what? To take earnings. So, earning is the result of the investment. In this kind of ratios, actually earning per share is not a ratio. In this session, we are going to deeply borrow about the earning per share. So, earning per share is not just ratio. So, you have to know what is the earning per share and how we derive it. Actually, what is the earnings? As I previously mentioned, earnings is a result of the investment. So, why we invest? You can say let's get the earnings. That's not the actual answer. Why actually we invest in companies or somewhere else? But in this standard, we are deeply discuss about investment in companies because companies generate earnings. This standard is mostly applicable for the uh, companies. With the movement of the session, you can see very well. So, what is the investment done by the companies? Companies invest some businesses, they acquire some companies, and lot of things they are doing in your day-to-day business field. They are business operations. So investors invest in companies. How they invest? Can someone know how to invest? How do we invest in the companies? So please unmute yourself and answer or put the answer in the chat box, please. Can someone? Where are we invest? How we invest in our companies? Please, Lamai, answer. How we invest in the companies? To what? I like to get your answers, okay? Please respond, Lamai. It's a simple question, no? At least just put a answer in your chat box. How we invest in companies? To what? The simple question, Lama. Yeah, stocks. Nice. In company shares. Yeah, surely. What about others? Only two people responding. I know you are tired. You went to the internship and expect you're tired, I know, but you have to engage with the session. This is the only thing you can do. Let me please respond. Okay. In company shares, yeah, you're actually correct. Stocks is also correct. When we investing shares, what kind of shares we can invest in companies? What type of shares are available on banks to buyers? Ordinary shares and as well as the preferred shares in the companies to the stock market. Okay. In this standard, we are mainly focused on the ordinary shares because earnings are derived from the ordinary shareholders. That's the calculation of the earning per share. So with that, when we move into the learning outcomes, end of this session, you can evaluate the impact of potential ordinary shares. There is a similar to ordinary shares, but is some difference in the potential ordinary shares versus ordinary shares. So in this session, you can learn what is the difference between potential ordinary shares and the ordinary shares as well. In addition to that, you can learn options, warrant, and they are equivalent on earnings per share and diluted earning per share. When you are reading this paragraph, you can see there is two type of earning per shares. There is basic earning per share and other one is the diluted earning per share. There are two kind of earning per share uh, are available in the standard according to the standard. So during this session, we are going to discuss about these two earning per shares and also the advise the impact of contracts that may be settled in ordinary shares or cash on the earning per share. That's mean lamai. In some cases, we enter into the contract with the some lenders, borrowers, likewise. As example, you think you borrow a loan, you are a company and you are the owner of that company. It's a public listed company, okay? Assuming that you are the owner. Now, you have to go to the, borrow some monies. In that case, you said to borrower with the after the borrowing period, I will share the I will get my ordinary shares to you. Okay, that's me. He enters into the contract with you. They lend some monies to you, but end of the borrowing period, you can receive the ordinary shares from that company. That kind of contracts are the that kind of contracts are definitely impact on the ordinary shares of the company. That means it's direct impact on our earning per share because we derive the earning per share from the ordinary shares and from the net profit or loss attributable to the ordinary shareholder. So that is the main learning outcome of this session. And we assess the value of share when there are potential ordinary shares, option, warrant, and etc. That means Lamai, we enter some contracts like I previously said, and also the options warrants. In that case, we assuming that then options and the ordinary shares and warrants are convertible. We assuming that in calculating the earning per share. There is two. I said that there is two type of earning shares. No, in that case, when we calculating the diluted earning per share, we assuming that there is a option, warrant, and contract are realizable. That's the assumption. So in this session, you're going to learn about this kind of things as well. So when we move into the what is earning per share. So Ramai, as you know, what is actually earning per share? It's a ratio, calculation, it's a theory, or whatever. What is the actual earning per share as you know? Ramai, please use your chat as well. What is actual earning per share? What's the meaning of it? Why we need to learn about earning pressure. And I want to say something. If you have any concern regarding the session, regarding the slide or whatever, please unmute yourself or use your chat box and clarify it within that right. So, okay. Please come answer my question. My question is about earning pressure. Why we need to learn that? Can I please answer? There were 67 students in the class, but no one unmuting or just put a message in chat. Is someone engage with me? I'm not nominating anyone when I ask question, please. I'm asking, yes, you have to develop an answer that is not one share. Actually, is one share, but one ordinary share. That is me. When we calculating the share, we removing the preference share. That's a good answer, Lamai. I really appreciate that. And can please some others can get the answer? Please. My answers. So actually, why we need to compute this earning pressure? What? Why you calculate earning pressure? Earning pressure is actually in ratio. Why we need to calculate this earning pressure? Because why you all calculate ratios in your previous 2 years, no? I think in first and second year, there is a ratio analysis and etc. Many subjects are available in the your first and second year. You are now in the third year. So you have to answer why calculate ratios. For what? What the reason of calculation ratios like EPS, mean or gross profit or net profit, likewise, many kind of ratios we calculate. So what is the reason? The actual reason is the comparison. So we're going to compare to one company with another, or one company with same previous or period or other future periods. Likewise, we have the comparisons. So that is the reason why we actually calculate the ratios, Lamai. When we calculate in ratios, the earning per share is the most important ratio. So earning per share is represent the portion of the company profit allocated to each outstanding share. In that, Lamai, you have to know mainly two things. The portion of the company's profit. The portion, only portion. So, පොටි කෑල්ලක් විතරයි අපි company profit එක allocate කරන්නේ. ඇයි ඒ? What's the reason? The portion of the company's profit. Because if the full portion of the company profit means your net profit after tax, okay, that's the allocated profit for the all shareholders. Okay, understood? So in that case, we only the portion of the company profit allocated to each outstanding shares. The portion means we divided our profit into several things, and one factor we use as allocate distribute our shareholders, and other factors save as our reserves, and other factor we use have to pay for our preference shareholders. you all are aware of the preference shares, no? I think made this theory before this year. So the portion of company, that's the meaning of the portion of the company's profit coming. And next thing is you have to know what is the each outstanding shares. What share? The preference or ordinary? Am I? What's the profit we allocated to which share? මොන ෂෙයා එකකද අපි profit එක allocate කරන්නේ? preference ෂෙයාද නැත්නම් ordinary in EPS calculation? answer ළමයි. මං අහන්නේ ළමයි. හරි. එක්කෙනෙක් විතරයි මට මේ response කරන්න. අනිත් අය මොනා කරනවද? ළමයි අපි answer කරමු. Okay. we actively කරගෙන යමු මේ session එක. එතන මම ඔයාලගේ support එක බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මේ session එක කරගෙන යන්න. So please answer. ළමයි මං අහන්නේ අපි මෙන්න මේ portion of profit allocated which share of the company? Preference or ordinary? තව ලේසි කරා. preference ද ordinary shares වලටද අපි allocate කරන්නේ මෙන්න මේ profit එක. ළමයි use your chat box as well. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Mhm. Yes, Puta, you are correct. We allocated to our portion of profit into the ordinary shares, one ordinary share. Actually, earning per share, we can see how much of profit allocated to one ordinary share. That is the thing, that is the fact we can get from the earning per share. Just remember that, okay, Lama? So, earning per share serve as indicator of the company's profitability. As I previously say, the how much of earnings can get from one ordinary share. That's mean for you invest in the one ordinary share, how much profit you can earn. That is the indicate by using the earning per share. So we can say this as the indication of the company's profitability. So earning per share always serve as the indicator of the profit for company. So how many of you have CDS accounts? ළමයි CDS accounts ගැන අහලා තියෙනවද? stock market එකේ invest කරන්නේ? කවුද අපේ ඉන්නේ CDS එකේ invest කරන share market එක ගැන දන්න කට්ටිය ඉන්නවද? මම ප්‍රශ්න අහන්නේ බය වෙන්න එපා. ළමයි answer me. At least raise hand you. share market එකේ invest කරපු අය නම් මේක දන්න ප්‍රශා when we are going to buy a share in the market is the main thing we're looking for. That's the EPS. If a company's earning per share is high, that means the company investors think the company has continuous and good future growth. If a company earning per share is less, the company's investors think there is a loss-making company in the future, so they reduce their portfolio of that company. So that is the thing, Lamai. That's the thing that we say that's the serve as an indicator of the company's profitability. That's the only reason, Puta. And also the earning per share is generally considered to be single most important variable in determining share price. As I previously know, in my friend, one of friend invest in the share market. on his first time. He invests in the share market when their share price is very low because the earning per share shows in the financial statement is very low. But in one time, the shares are going to up. Then the 2 to 3, I don't remember how much. Somehow he get a huge capital gain. It's what earning per share. He always look at the earning per share in investment. Some people are lose their money by investing this kind of without knowing this kind of things. So you have to aware about the earning per share and why we need to calculate, why we do need to look at that. Okay, Lamai? So when we are going to invest in somewhere, we have to see about the earning per share. That is the most valuable indicator of the company's profit. So when we have the companies have higher EPS, in that case, that company shares have most demand. So I think investors in point, investors think that company has huge future growth. So that most of the investors are investing there. So what happened to price? Demand, you know. එලවල වල තිගෙන ගත්තනේ demand එකයි supply එකයි ගැන. What happened? මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ share price එකට? Share price definitely go up. With the earning per share of the company is high. Actually, just companies share price is very high because demand is high from the investors. So that's the determination of share price by the earning per share. And it's also featured for calculate earning ratio. Did you PE ratio, price to earning ratio? How we can get price to earning ratio? We can get a price to earning ratio by dividing market price of the share divided by the earning per share. In theory concept, if a company's price to earning share is high, the investor think this company is overvalued. It has a huge future growth as well, and there is a less profit price earning ratios than the other companies. The investors think that company has undervalued company because it has not much of future growth. That's the things why we need EPS, Lamai. When we move into the objectives of this standard. Actually, I'm taken this from the standard. I am also uploaded that standard is download and refer with the PPT as well. Okay. So when we talk about the objective of this standard, to prescribe principles for determination and presentation of earning per share to improve performance comparison. ළමයි ඇත්තට මේ අපි ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් එකක් මේ ඉම්ප්ලිමන්ට් කරන්නේ අපේ ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් එක නැතුව EPS කැල්කියුලේට් කරන්න කියන්න පුළුවන් නේ පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ළමයි ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් එකක් නැතුව අපිට පුළුවන්ද මෙන්න මේ කම්පැරිසන් එක කරන්න. ඔයා හිතන්නකෝ එක කම්පැනියක් earning per share calculate කරනකොට එයාලා use කරන්නේ උඩට දානවා අපි දැන් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් දානවා net profit or loss attributable to the ordinary shareholder. ඒක යාලා දාන්න පුළුවන් gross profit එක. gross profit එක දාලා ඒක divide කරලා ගත්තොත් මොකක්ද අපිට එන answer එක? The one company follows some method. The other company follows any other methods. So we can do the comparison between those two. Never. So that is the standard coming into this. Okay, Lamai? Comparison. To make meaningful comparison, the objective of the standard are set. So according to the standard, that's mentioned in the Lamai para 1. Okay. If you have the standard, please look at the para 1. That's mentioned these things. Okay. in that between different entities in the same period and between different reporting period of the same entity. That's mean ළමයි අපිට එකම ෆයිනෑන්ෂියල් එකේ තියෙන වෙනස් කම්පැනි දෙකක් කම්පෙයාර් කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? මේ වගේ ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් එකක් නොතිබුණා නම්. ඒ වගේම අපේ අපේ කම්පැනිය අපිට පසුගිය අවුරුදු කීපයේව කම්පෙයාර් කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? අපි මෙන්න මේ වගේ common objective එකක් නැත්නම් common comparison එකක් නැත්නම් common scope එකක් common methodology එකක් අපි develop කරන් හිටියේ නැත්නම් අපිට පුළුවන් ද මේ comparison එක කරන්න. මේ comparison එක කරන්න ඕනකමට තමයි අපි මෙන්න මේ standard එක came into the place. Okay ළමයි. So this is the why this objective of this standard, why actually this standard are set up. Okay ළමයි. Highlight these things in and you have to write any note, please do it because these can be tested on your end exam Excel. Okay ළමයි. And when we going to know about the scope is this standard. What is the actual scope is this standard? Scope mean what ළමයි? Scope mean limitations. That mean actually what kind of companies are follow this standard. Then scope mean ළමයි ඇත්තටම මෙන්න මේ කම්පැනි ටික විතරයි මේක follow කරන්න ඕන. මෙන්න මේකට තමයි අදාළ. That kind of things. Okay ළමයි. So entity whose ordinary shares are publicly traded. Right. Who can sell their shares in the publicly? Who? Which kind of companies? Now, please answer. Which kind of companies that can share their shares in publicly? What kind of companies? Now, please answer. Companies that can share their what kind of companies that can sell their shares in the publicly? What are the companies? What we call? Now, answer me. Yes. Very good. What about others? 67 students in the chat, but 2 or 3 students are only replying this. So what kind of companies that can sell their shares in publicly? Yes, listed companies. Yes. Thank you, Lamai, for your fine response. Actually, ordinary shares are publicly traded by the PLCs, Lamai, public listed companies. Okay. So this scope is limiting public listed company. That's mean public listed company that should exactly follow this standard when calculating and presenting the earning per share. And who file with the Security Commission or other regulator organization for the purpose of issuing share in public market. And that's mean what, Lamai? The company is going to process of listening. They are already on the process of listening. That's mean ළමයි කම්පැනි එකක් දැනටම රෙජිස්ටර් වෙන process එකේ තියෙනවා නම් ඒ company should definitely follow this standard. Definitely disclose their earning per shares in the financial statement by using this standard. ඇයි එහෙම standard එකේ scope එක limit කරන්නේ? මොකද මේවා public companies. තේරුණාද? මේක අපේ පොදු අයගේ සල්ලි තියෙන්නේ. So that is the only thing that the scope is limiting to public listed companies and companies that are going to ongoing the process of listening. They definitely follow this standard according to the LKS 33 para 2. Okay. See lamai in the your standard extraction in there para number 2 mention that these things. Okay. And when entity present both individual and consolidated figures in earning per share. That means when entity present both individual and consolidation figures. So if you take a group company, there is the 2 figures in the financial statement. You see, how many of you have went to the internship? No, you have to start your internship from the third year, no? The university is granted that, no? And I want to tell, actually take that opportunity, ළමයි. Don't be lazy. ඇත්තටම කම්මැලි. යන්න නැතුව ඉන්නවනේ. හැබැයි යන්න ළමයි. ඔයාලට මේ දෙන opportunity එකේ වටිනාකම ඔයාලට දැම්ම තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයාලා ඩිග්‍රී එක ගත්තට පස්සේ ඔයාලට තේරෙයි අපි තා අවුරුද්දක් කලින් ඉඳන් ඉන්ටර්න් ගියා නම් අද කොතනද නවතින්නේ කියලා. අනිවාර්යෙන් take that opportunity. It is very important for your life, for your next career as well, okay? තමයි මට මතක් වෙච්ච නිසා කිව්වේ අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ opportunity එක ගන්න ඔයාලා. And when someone working in the audit firm, they definitely meet this consolidated figures, individual FS and group FS. In that, you can see that in the group companies, there is the two figures of the financial statement. That is the group, and another one is the company. Okay, Lama? In the group reporting, when we calculating earning per share for the group financial figures by using the group financial figures like ordinary shares of the group and net profit attributable to the ordinary shareholder of the group. In that case, we also using the group figures, not the individual figures. Okay, Lamai? When we calculating the earning per share of the group, we also need to take the group figures. That is the thing mentioned in this. Okay. So that's the only thing, Lamai. And if share are not public traded, so ළමයි publicly traded කරන්නේ නැති companies වලට දැන් මේක apply වෙනවා. එයාලා EPS disclose කරලා තියෙනවා නම් එයාලගේ financial statement වල. හරිද? If shares are not publicly traded, if entity disclose EPS, it should apply LKS 33. That means ළමයි if a company not listed in the PLCs but they disclose earning per share in their financial statement, they should need to comply with the LKS 33. තේරුණාද ළමයි? කියන්නේ අපි publicly trade කරන්න බැරි company private limited by guarantee. It's likewise many companies තියෙනවනේ ළමයි. අන්න ඒ වගේ earning per share calculate කරලා දිනනවා නම් ඒ calculation එක තියෙන්න ඕන මෙන්න මේ standard එකට අනුව. අන්න ඒක තමයි මෙන්න මේ scope එකේ මෙතනත් කියන්නේ. So මෙන්න මේ standard එකේ scope එක වෙන්නේ කියන්නේ මොන companyද මෙන්න මේ standard එක follow කරන්න ඕන. එකක් that's a company that's publicly sell their shares, that is a PLC company, and the companies that ongoing the process of the listing, and the companies who not publicly traded their shares but they disclose the earning per share. That company should definitely follow the LKS 33 in calculating and disclosing the earning per share in accordance with the LKS 33. Okay, Lama? Definitely remember that. That is a scope, and you have to know more about the scope and etc. Please refer the paragraph number 2 in your standard. Okay. So we move into the type of EPS. Okay, Lama. What are the types? Is answered by seeing this screen. The answer should also in the screen. Okay, Lama. Two type of earnings per share available. There's a basic earning per share. Another one is a diluted earning per share. When we calculating the earning per share, there is two kind of earning per share. In your section, you have to clearly see what is the earning per share need to calculate. Okay, ළමයි. Basic earning per share ඉල්ලුවට පස්සේ diluted earning per share හොයලා උත්තර ලිව්වට අපි වැඩියෙන් ලකුණු දෙන්නේ නැහැ ළමයි. So you have to know and you have to clearly read the question paper. What's earning per share is required. ඔයාලා එකක් කිව්වට පස්සේ දෙකම කැල් කරාට ලකුණු වැඩි වෙන්නේත් නැහැ. මතක තියාගන්න. ඒකින්ද ළමයි ඔයාලගේ ටයිම් ඉතුරු ගන්න පේපර් එක කරද්දි උනත් හරියට කියවන්න. ප්‍රශ්නේ කියවලා පටන් ගන්න. හරිද? So when we calculating the earning per share, there is a two type of earning per share. First one is the basic earning per share, Another one is the diluted earning per share. When we move into the basic earning per share, when we calculating the basic earning per share, we get the net profit or loss for the period. Okay, Lama? When we calculating net profit or loss the period attributable to ordinary shareholders. In the financial statement, what is that profit shows in where? What is the name of that profit? Net profit or loss for the period attributable to forget the ordinary shareholders. Net profit or loss of the period attributable to shareholder. What is the name? Single name that can call. That's mentioned in the financial statement. What is the name, Puta? Just asking what is we call? Actually, some profit are gross profit, net profit, net profit after tax, net profit before tax. In calculating earning per share, what profit we taken? Please answer. If you hear slides before this, you can answer this question, okay? Please answer. What profit we taken into calculation of the earning per share? I mean, the technical word. I'm asking about the technical word that's mentioned in the financial statement. If you don't know, please go to the CSE website and download the financial statement of some company and take what profit, gross profit, net profit, operating profit, what profit we taken into calculation of the earning per share. Ramai, please answer. I'm waiting for your answers. I'm just asking about what profit we taken into calculation of the earning per share. I need technical word that's mentioned in the financial statement. Okay, Rama, you have to profit after tax. Okay, others, what about the others? Don't put a direct message, Lama, just chat. That can help to others to learn, okay? That's okay. I appreciate actually your answer. Please answer others. Only few students are engaged with me, okay? What about others? Are sleepy? No, my need is negative. Actually, I'm asking about what profit we taken into calculation of earning per share as per the financial state. What profit we taken in the financial state in calculation of the earning per share? Okay, Lamai, thank you. Okay. In here, some students say the net profit after tax. Some students says profit before tax. In that case, you have to clear that. Okay. When we calculating the earnings of the company, when we taken net profit before tax, okay. Net profit before tax, we can take out our home. If you are investor of the company, you can take this full amount of earnings, net profit. I'm talking about the net profit before tax, okay? You can take the total net profit before tax into your home without paying anything. This can happen. It's never happened, right? You have to pay taxes. So tax amount is not belong to us. It belongs to the authority of the Sri Lanka, okay? So always we need to take a net profit after tax in calculation the earning per share. Okay, Lama? And remember that in that net profit after tax, we remove some things, okay? We can learn this in next slides, okay? In that, when we calculating basic earning per share, we have to take net profit or loss of the period attributable to ordinary shareholders. That means we have to remove the preference shareholders dividends. Okay, that's the simply call in there. If you are writing a note, please note that. Okay, when we calculating the net profit or loss of the period attributable to ordinary shareholders, when we take the net profit after tax and remove the preference share dividends from that, and we can take the net profit or loss attributable to ordinary shareholders. And that we need to number of ordinary shares outstanding for the calculation of earning per share. Okay, that's the main things we need to computation of the basic earning per share. And when we move into the diluted earning per share, there is some difference between the basic earning per share with the diluted earning per shares. Okay, lamai? When we calculating basic earning per share, when we taking the net profit after tax without any adjustment. Okay, lamai? But in the diluted earning per share, we take the adjusted net profit or loss of the period attributable to the ordinary shareholders. Okay, lamai? That's mean, as I previously taken example, that's a loan. Okay, if we taken a loan to with an agreement of the borrower that we say, ඔයා මට ලෝන් එකක් දෙන්න. මම ලෝන් එක ඉවරලා ඔයාට ලෝන් එක තියෙන ගාණ වෙනුවෙන් මම ඔයාට මගේ කම්පැනි එක ෂෙයා දෙන්නම්. That's kind of thing. Okay ළමයි. අන්න ඒ වගේ දේවල් තමයි අපි මෙතන adjust වෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ when we calculate and diluted earning per share, we need to realize that the potential ordinary shares or some contracts and options warrant are realized. That's mean අපි ordinary shares විදිහට convert වෙන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් convert වෙනවා කියලා assume කරලා තමයි අපි මෙන්න මේ diluted earning per share calculate කරන්නේ. Okay ළමයි. I'm use both language for your convenience. Okay ළමයි. If you someone can't understand the Sinhala, please let me know. I'm just explaining that's deeply in English. Okay, please put a message to me, someone in there. Okay, so when we take in the diluted earning per share, we need to take some adjustment to net profit after tax attributable to ordinary shareholders. Okay ළමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ඔය loan එක අරගෙන අන්නේ loan එකට මොනවා හරි amount එකක් ordinary shares වලට convert වෙන වෙලාවෙ ගෙවනවනම් ඒක අපේ මොකද්ද profit එකේ මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ අඩු වෙනවා. That's kind of thing we need to adjust to the net profit after tax attributable to ordinary shareholder to get the diluted earnings. Okay, in addition to that, we need to adjust number of ordinary shares because the ordinary shares number of ordinary shares are increasing. අපි loan එක අරගෙන අපි ඔයාලට ෂෙයා දෙනවා කියනකොට අපි ෂෙයා දෙන්නේ අන්තිමට කොහොමද? අලුත් ෂෙයා ටිකක් ජෙනරේට් කරලා. මොකද අපිට තියෙන ෂෙයාස් ටික අරගෙන මේ කාගෙන් හරි අරගෙන එයාට දෙන්න බෑනේ. අන්න ඒ වගේ තැන්වලදී තමයි අපේ මෙන්න මේ ordinary shares කියන එකත් වෙනස් වෙනවා ළමයි. That's the thing. That's what we call adjusted number of ordinary shares. The in your bracket you can see for the effect of all diluted potential ordinary shares. That's mean ළමයි අන්න අර වගේ convert වෙන්න පුළුවන් දේවල්. අපිගේ option එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් warrants එකක් වගේ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒව මොනවාද? ඒව අපි ගන්නෙ අපි ordinary shares වලට convert කරනවා කියලා හිතා. අන්න ඒවා convert වෙනවා කියලා assume කරලා තමයි අපි diluted earnings share හොයන්න ගන්නෙ. එතෙන්දී අපි we need to adjust our net profit as well as our weighted average number of shares outstanding. Okay, number of shares outstanding. Remember that for now. And with that, when we move into the ordinary shares versus potential ordinary share. So in that case, you can see the here. Sorry. Adjusted number of ordinary shares in the bracket for the effect of all diluted potential ordinary shares. In the basic earnings per share, we calculate ordinary shares. But in the diluted earnings per share, we take the potential ordinary shares. That's the instrument that can convert into the ordinary shares. That's called potential ordinary shares plus ordinary shares. Okay, not only convertible, but also we can get normal audience shares plus, but the securities that can convertible into the audience share. That is mean the combination of both we can take as the potential audience shares. When we move into the ordinary shares, that is the equity instrument. That is the equity instrument that is subordinate to all parts of equity instrument. Okay, ළමයි? audience shares කියන එක ඔයාලා දන්නවනේ equity instrument එක ගන්න audience shares කියන්නේ. potential audience shares කියන්නේ තාම loan එකක් අපි මං කලින් ගත්ත example එකෙන් ගත්තොත් අපි තාම loan එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා. අපි කාට හරි loan එක අපි loan එකක් අරගෙන තියෙනවා. අපිට දැන් loan එක වෙනුවට අපි කියන්නේ අපේ shares වලට දෙන්න. අපි අපෝ සල්ලි ගෙවන්නේ ඒ වෙනුවට අපි අපේ shares වලට දෙනවා. අන්නේ ඒ shares අපිට කියන්න diluted effect එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක convert වෙන්න පුළුවන් effect එකක් තියෙනවා. potential audience කියනකොට ළමයි audience shares plus අන්න අර වගේ convertible වෙන්න පුළුවන්. convert වෙන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් අපි එකට ගන්න. අන්න ඒක තමයි potential audience shares කියන්නේ. මේ potential, when we talking about the potential audience shares, these potential audience shares is required to calculate the diluted earning per share. Remember that. Okay, if you have any concern, please unmute your mic or use your tag box. Okay, so